Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a lemon cake. For the summertime, it's really nice to have something refreshing, yet mildly sweet and nice and citrusy. Lemon cake is one of my go-tos, and today I'm gonna show you a low-carb version of this recipe. So we're just going to jump right in. You guys already know all of my measurements and ingredients will be down in the description below. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start preheating our oven. Now my oven is preheating to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's first mix our dry ingredients. I'm gonna take some almond flour and add it to a bowl. Then I'm going to add my sweetener of choice. I'm gonna be using erythritol granulated sweetener, but you could use stevia or any kind of sweetener of choice. Next, I'm going to add some sea salt and some baking powder. Let's whisk all these dry ingredients together. The next thing we're going to do is we're gonna add some lemon juice and lemon zest. I'm gonna take 2 lemons because I need 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice, so it just depends on how much juice is gonna be in your lemon. First thing we'll do is we are going to zest the lemon before we actually juice it. So I'm going to take the lemon and I'm gonna zest 1 whole lemon. You either can use a zester, but I'm just going to be using this grater. Anything you have will work. If you don't have either of the tools to grate a lemon, don't worry about it. You don't have to add the lemon zest. It just enhances some of the flavor because the skin of the lemon has oils and it really just takes the lemon cake up a notch. So that would be my recommendation, but if you don't have the tools, don't worry about it. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and also like this video. Now that I've zested the lemon, I'm going to cut my lemon in half and we are going to juice it. Again, we need 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And I definitely recommend freshly squeezed. I wouldn't go with the one that's in those containers that you can get at the grocery store. They really just don't have the same quality as obviously a fresh squeezed lemon. Let's see if we have 1/4 cup of the juice. We have just under 1/4 cup, so I'm gonna add a little bit more lemon juice. Our last ingredient is going to be 3 eggs. So I'm just going to crack the eggs directly into my bowl. The great thing about this recipe is it is so easy. You don't need a hand mixer or anything. All you need is a spatula, and then you got the perfect lemon cake. Don't overcomplicate it. You don't need to have all like a million ingredients. Just really simple, fresh lemons, lemon juice. It's just, what could be better in the summertime? Something that's light, something that's refreshing, citrusy. And the great thing is that this cake stores really well in the fridge. It can store for up to a week in the fridge in a well-sealed container. I also like to prep this cake as like a breakfast, like a lemon bar that you can have in the morning. It's really similar to if you've ever had those like Starbucks lemon cakes. This is kind of really similar to that. And it's just a really great breakfast too if you're on the go. If you're someone that likes to eat breakfast but wants something really light, this is perfect for that. And now that we've mixed all those ingredients, I took some whole milk yogurt. This is just plain yogurt. And I'm gonna throw this into the batter. Now, I put this in last because I wanna make sure that it is really cold straight from the fridge. Just using my spatula to make sure that all of my ingredients are well combined. Now that my batter is done, I'm going to add it to a baking dish. So I am going to be using a bread pan. You don't have to use a bread pan if you don't have this. Something that's deep and like rectangular shape would be ideal for this. I sprayed it with some avocado oil spray and put the parchment paper in. The parchment paper just makes it easy to take the cake out once it's done. But if you don't want to use parchment paper, you can just grease the pan and go with that. So I'm going to take my batter and I am going to place it in my bread pan. You're just going to evenly spread it out in the pan. Use your spatula to make sure that it is even on all the sides of the pan. And now it doesn't look like it's a lot, but remember we put some baking powder in this, so it will rise and it will be much larger than obviously what you drop in here. I'm just taking my spatula and spreading it out to make sure it is completely even. And that is it for the prep for our cake. Our oven is preheated to 325 degrees Fahrenheit and our cake is ready to go into the oven. That's literally it, you guys. That is all you had to do. We're gonna throw this in for about 50 minutes, 50. And when it's done, you wanna make sure you do the toothpick test and your toothpick should come out completely clean. Let's throw this in the oven. Our lemon cake is finished. I have let it cool completely. That way it's easier to take out of the pan. So we're going to carefully take out our parchment paper and take a look at that. So delicious. Because we've let it cool completely, it will also easily come off the parchment paper. We're going to take it off. And I want to show you guys just right down the middle how delicious this looks. Easily cuts. And take a look at that. Perfect lemon cake. Nice and moist in the middle. Dense. I'm going to do a nice little cut right out of the center. Take a look at that. Just super spongy. Holds up perfectly. If you let it cool completely, it will be really easy to cut. Take out of the pan. This is really great, like I said, for breakfast, good as a dessert, good for the summertime, and I can't wait for you guys to try this one. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Cheers. Not super sweet at all. The acidity of the lemon really balances out with the sweetness, and it is perfect, like I said, for the summertime. This is one of my go-tos because it is so easy to make, and I can't wait for you guys to try this one. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell to never miss a tasty upload. Till next time.